secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Otis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 30. He might want another play. Smith dropping to pass. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Razor.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's got him. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grabbed near the marker. It's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back run.
Oh, out of space. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw again. Got his man on the right. Got some room after the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a scoop.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On play action on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on second and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some...
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Rides the back on the option to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keep it on the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Smith dropping to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Plows through the defense. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, the ground game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man. Powers through. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by just 1 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
42, Spider.
Smith wants to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Smith dropping to pass. The sure hands, it's Otis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
The give as they work on that clock. Turns it on at midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Gotw.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Clear. Down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Snap it to the back. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here we go.
Trying play action. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's pulled. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. They want to throw it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And makes the score. Oklahoma, 42. South Carolina, 22.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking